Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with Scott and we thought today we would answer some of your questions. I put out a big social media call and you guys left a ton of questions, so we're going to jump right in. I'm going to start on Instagram. I have some written down that's come in.
I'm not sure that we decided we were going to answer questions.
Yes, we did. And so he heard some of them. So let's get started. You ready?
Okay.
Okay. Why do we sleep in separate rooms?
Well, there's three big reasons for that. Reason number one, the biggest reason for me is we keep completely separate hours. And I'll go back to when you used to do the photos and all those kind of things. She stays up late, I get up early. I have to get up at 5:36 in the morning. She's usually going to bed about 4:30 or 5, so I don't like someone up all night while I'm trying to sleep. So that's reason number one. Reason number two,
Just saying.
she snores.
No, I don't snore. He snores, and you can hear him through the walls. So it's very hard for me to sleep.
And I
with
sleep
him
with
snoring.
all the animals.
Yeah, and I don't like all the animals in the bed.
It's like Noah's Ark when I go
But we
to
do
bed.
sleep together sometimes.
Yeah,
so
sometimes,
I mean, it just depends.
It's like Noah's Ark when I go to bed. I usually have 2 to 3 cats and a 110-pound dog in the bed with me. So.
Okay, this question is for Scott. What is your favorite meal that Kisha makes?
Probably country fried steak. I mean, I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy, so pretty simple. Nothing too extravagant for me, or the steak and asparagus and baked potatoes, those kind of things. So, like I said, meat and potatoes. I'm not a big pasta guy. She keeps trying to force it on me. Has for years, and it's worthless. So.
It's not worthless. It's delicious.
It's
delicious.
It's like, hey, we're gonna have dinner with bread. We're gonna eat rice. I mean, that's
He's
all
the only one in the family that feels this way too. Everybody else likes pasta, but he eats it. He's doing better.
I can tolerate it, but it's
okay. Let's see. How did we meet, and what was the first thought we had of each other? How did we meet? We have different stories.
Well, she doesn't remember the first time that we actually met. We were. I was with a friend of mine. She was with a friend of hers. And we were chit-chatting, or the other two people, the other two guys were actually talking on the cell phone. And he said, hey man, I'm right up the street, and so we thought we'd stop and say hi. And it was a little restaurant, and I saw her, and I don't even know that I said hello, but when we got back in the car, I asked my friend, I said, who's that? And he told me, and I said, my words to him were, within 30 seconds, is I'm going to marry that girl someday. And he said, you've lost your effing mind. And we both laughed and chuckled.
And here we are, almost 12 years later. I think we met at a mutual friend's house, the same friend he's talking about. And my first thought of him was that he was super busy, like, seemed to have a lot more energy than I did. And he was cute. That was my thoughts. You were cute. You still are. How many kids do we have and share with each other, and how old are they and their names? So you start with your biological kids, and then I'll move on from mine. Start with yours. What are their names? You want me to say it? We got Laura. She's 25, and she is his oldest daughter. She's gorgeous, smart, funny, and perfect. And then we have Zane, and he's 12, and he is adorable and sweet. That is Scott's child from different marriage. Both of them are. My son, Jordan, is 18, and Brittany and Jackson are from a different marriage, and 12 and 13. So we kind of just blended them all together, and we were smart enough to know we had enough kids. We're not having any more. He would like to have one, I think. I would die. I would go nuts. And he's always talking every once in a while. What about a baby? Yeah, no.
I'm way too old for a baby.
Yeah, we both are way too old.
You are. Probably not me.
See, you really do want a kid.
No, I know.
You do. He does, you guys.
No, we got grandbabies. That's good enough.
Oh my gosh, I would just die. I swear I would. Scott, what do you think of Kisha's planners and YouTube channel? Kisha, you always make everything sound so good and yummy. What's your favorite meal, cake to make or eat?
That's all the same question.
Yep, all same by the same person.
Okay.
Well, okay, Scott, what do you think of the planners?
Well, the words obsessive compulsive disorder come to mind. But hey, listen, if that's what keeps her busy and like makes her happy, then God love her, and let's get some more. She's got planners for her planners, and then she fills them out and then puts them up and doesn't remember where she puts them.
No, I don't remember what's in the planner.
She'll get a new planner and then write all the same stuff and stickers and letters and little arrows and labels.
We got a new homekeeping one now, don't we?
Super. For being as disorganized as she is, she's the most organized, disorganized person I've ever met because she has a plan for everything and everything has a plan. And God help you if you get off schedule because you're in serious trouble. That's.
What do you think of the YouTube channel?
Honey, if that's what you like.
You want to know? I think in the beginning, he was a little nervous about it. I do in the very beginning, but we've been doing it for a while now, and we're not
years and years.
Yeah, we're not scared of the camera.
Well, my thing is I'm a fairly private person, believe it or not, and I spend my day in the public eye and with a lot of people, and so when I have the opportunity to not do that, it's better for me. But my wife, I guess, craves the attention, so here we are.
Oh my God! No, it's not about craving attention. It's about like sharing with other people. And they've like helped us a lot in lots of different ways in their comments and their prayers. And it's like a community.
Okay.
You've talked to him. Let's see. Me craving attention. He's got his own videos, you guys.
Because you asked me to.
He likes to share his recipes.
Not necessarily. My recipes are secret.
Yeah. He likes to share. Don't let him fool you. Keisha, you make everything so good. What's your favorite meal or cake to make and eat? My favorite meal is the meal I don't have to cook. And my favorite kind of cake to eat would be...
Yeah, we go out a lot.
Yeah, we do. What would my favorite cake to be?
You like chocolate.
I know I like chocolate.
Chocolate
Specific cake, I don't know.
Like a lava cake, maybe?
Those are good. Okay, how did we meet? Yeah, we said that.
Sure.
I like both your perspectives. How do you remain positive at work and home? Thank you.
Yep. Where are you pointing to, honey? Your perspectives, okay.
Yep. And how do you remain positive at work and home? Your top tip in these two areas. So what's your top tips for remaining positive at work and at home? And I'll share mine.
Well, probably for me, I'm the kind of guy I always wear my emotions on my sleeve. So for me, I just have to make sure and understand I guess my place is a tough thing for me sometimes. I would like to think that I could run the world. No, I can't, but like to think that I could. So for me, how I stay positive is reminding myself I just have a job to do and do that job and know that staying positive at work is fairly easy for me because there's a lot of people that depend on me and what I do. And so I want to make sure I take it very serious because I feel for myself that I'm responsible for also taking care of the families of the people who work for me. So for me, it's a really serious thing, and I want them to enjoy being at work, and I want to enjoy being at work. So I try to make it a fun atmosphere and enjoyable for me and them and the customers that come in. As far as at home, how do I stay positive? I love my family. That's pretty simple. I mean, it's for me, I'd rather be with my family than anybody else. So that makes it easy. Okay.
How do I stay positive? Well, usually I don't. But I'm doing better with trying to wake up in a better mood and trying to start the day in a nicer way so it kind of carries on through the day. It's not always positive because I've always seen the glass as half empty. And I have to actually like really work at staying positive. So that goes for reading Bible quotes, scriptures, to prayer books, to
they're written on the wall.
Inspirational things on TV. Anything I can to get positive energy in the house, I try because I'm not that good at it, and that's just the truth, ain't it? Let's see. How do you keep motivated when cleaning up your house?
It's her book. It's her schedule. That's it. It's not about being motivated. It's that she writes it down and then she realizes it has to be done. And if somebody's going to break the schedule, it sure as hell isn't going to be her. So that's how.
Oh my God, he's right. That's pretty damn close to it. I stay motivated by knowing that if I clean on Monday, like for me, I actually consider YouTube and blogging like a hobby that is / a job. It's not a job where I make a substantial income and can pay all of our bills. That would not happen, at least not yet.
Nice.
Yes, it would be.
Can I retire?
Yes.
Oh.
but I'm not paying for all the golf because that's really expensive.
Huh.
But I stay motivated thinking that if I get most of my cleaning done on Monday, I can kind of use the rest of the week to be a little more laid back, or maybe to do one little bit of deep cleaning in one other room. But we're trying really hard to keep it more organized. It gets messed up really fast, don't it?
We live here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
And he's messy. Let's see here. If you could only do one, would you rather blog or vlog? I was talking to him about this in the car. I would rather blog.
She'd rather blog because it's more anonymous and she doesn't have to worry about people seeing her.
And editing and all that. And I like writing. But I do love vlogging. But I'd probably always pick my blog. I love it. And I've been doing it for a long time. Next, what advice do you have for young couples on like compromising, making up after fights? How do you keep pushing through the tough times? Love you guys so much. Go ahead.
Oh, wow. I'm not sure I'm one really necessarily to give advice when it comes to that sort of thing, but I think remember why you love each other. You know, remember what it was that made you fall in love, and don't forget to have fun, and it's okay to be wrong, and it's okay to laugh at yourself, you know. I can't tell you the number of boneheaded things I've done in my day, and
my hair is awful.
My lovely wife here has done a couple of
videos,
3-4 things that that might have been world class
dumb
bozo moves, but
yeah.
You know what? Listen, at the end of the day, it's just, you know, you just have to get by it. You know, have to get past it. It is, you know, and I've said to Kisha more than once: is it more important to be right, or is it more important to be married? And for me, it's more important to be married. So there you have it.
I kind of feel like if you're in a long-term relationship, you can kind of look at the fight as something like, you know, you can get over it because you got a whole lifetime together. You got a whole lifetime of time to make up, you know, from something, and they're going to mess up again. And I have plenty of bad days, so like when he has a bad day, I try to remember that he's lived through some of my bad days. So you got to cut him some slack every once in a while and let them just have their bad day. And yeah, don't take so much serious. How do you spend your time when Scott's not at work? You sleep?
That's what you do.
How do you spend your time when Scott's not at work?
Oh, when I'm not at work? I thought when I was at work.
Yeah, I don't sleep that much anyway. But what do I do when Scott's not at work? What do? We watch movies?
Yeah, watch movies, go out, go to lunch.
We seem to have more day dates than night dates.
Yeah, we do. Well, it's because Jackson's in school and it makes it easier. And we'll escape, we'll drive the mountains, we'll go ride around, we'll go to lunch, we'll go up and see friends, you know, normal stuff.
Yeah, and we're homebodies too, so we do tend to like being home.
When it gets summertime,
yeah.
When it gets summertime, we'll go to the golf course. Sometimes she'll go ride with me when I go play golf and things like that.
Okay. I've heard you mention your other son every once in a while. Are you in contact with him? I believe he's an adult, but don't hear too much talk of him. His name is Jordan. He's 18. He lives with his grandparents in Indiana. He had some issues that I was too young to help with, really. Wasn't experienced and needed some help. So I don't talk about him much because he really, I don't think, is that public. And yeah, respect. So I'm trying to learn that a little better with the kids and the YouTube channel. I'm still getting there. Why do you guys have separate bedrooms? You already answered that. How do you keep the spark going between you guys?
I think it's just having fun. I mean, we laugh out loud at each other on a daily basis. I mean, we do.
Laughter is a big thing. I would have never said that in a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't care if a guy was funny, but it matters. It really helps.
We spend a lot of time, I say picking, but making fun of each other and about ourselves. We just have fun. And if you enjoy being with somebody, that's a big part of, for me, just, you know, the enjoying being with you is a big part of the romance aspect of it, you know. So.
And I think it's just making the time sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
there's been times we had to, like, just carve out the time no matter what, because he's worked so much. Jackson's busy. We don't have, you know, much time. And we just had to, like, say, tonight's the night we're going out on a date, and nothing's going to get in the way of that. And so sometimes we just had to, like, just make it happen. And you have to be creative. Do you have any kids together? No. We smartened up by that point. Could you see a picture of Jordan and tell us about him, please? No, I'm not going to put a picture up. but I already kind of told you a little. And there's some more stuff like on my blog, and you'd have to maybe be a long time subscriber because I have talked about it. Love to know more about your older son and why you don't sleep in the same room as Scott. I kind of feel like Scott and I will like come back in the same room because we have been sleeping together better, and we've been doing a little bit better. And the thing is I've got to be able to turn off when I go into the bedroom because I'm pecking at the keyboard, talking to my best friend. Yeah, I'm busy. So I'm editing videos, and I have to learn that if we do go to sleep together, that I need to turn it off when I go in the bedroom. And at least turn it off enough where I can maybe still have the TV, which he's not too fond of, and not be pegging.
For me, when it's time to go to sleep, everything turns off. It's pitch black, completely dark, no noise.
That was some of our hardest fights when we were like younger, and
keeping the damn TV on.
Yeah, I mean, we really got upset with each other about it. I'm like, no, and he's like, yes, and we were both getting up for work at that time. We were in hotels and we were doing super sales, so I was still getting up, yeah, but I just have a trouble falling asleep, and when he's snoring, the TV kind of helps take my mind off of Grizzly Bear over here. No. You guys don't hear video of me snoring, do you? But you've heard of him. Okay, let's see. For Scott, when is the best time to trade in your car for a newer model? For Kisha, are you an outdoor or indoor person? For both, how many years have you been married? So, wow. Scott, when's the best time to trade in your car for a newer model?
When you want to. I mean, that's the easiest answer. You know, most Americans are going to have a car payment. 75% or 77% of all Americans have car payments. The question is making sure it's affordable for you to trade it in when you're ready to trade it in. Or keep it as long as you like. I mean, it's really a personal choice. The average trade cycle in the United States is 39 months. There's a lot of science and research to that. The short version is most factory warranties are 3 years and 36,000 miles. And if you trade a car about every 3 years, then the majority of the time that you'll have it under warranty. That being said, your personal financial situation is going to be the biggest driving factor for you as an individual on when you should trade your vehicle. Whether you buy new, used, anywhere in between, there's just a lot of factors there. But I would say that the correct answer is when you want to. The majority of Americans buy vehicles out of want, not out of need. Unless your vehicle's been in an accident, there's a mechanical failure or something like that. So when you're ready,
like at the beginning of each year, it isn't a better time, as like the newer cars come out.
Not necessarily. I mean,
the older versions are
early as cars come out, like in the beginning of the model year. The incentives aren't as great. They become greater as the year progresses. And then they wane as you crest to the end of the year into the beginning of the year. So if you're looking for larger incentives and things like that, your best time is probably late summer, early fall as far as factory incentives on particular vehicles. But as far as when's the best time to trade your car, if you have one, again, that goes right back to when you want to as a personal preference in your particular financial situation.
Okay, so I think I got most of the questions. My hair is crazy off Instagram. Now I got some random ones. I just wrote them down. I'm just going to start reading them. Some of them were on the video. Some of them came in from my forum on my Contact Me page. So let's roll down them. Did your daughters go to SIGs in Indiana? Yes. She loves gymnastics, and she's doing really good. She's competing, and she's still little and gets thrown all around in the air. And she's practicing on her trampoline. What program do you use to edit your videos? This question got asked a lot, and there was another one that asked, what program do you use to speed up your videos? I have a webcam and a smartphone, but upload from my computer. I use Corel Video Pro 7 and Movie Maker. I don't use Movie Maker anymore, but you can still speed things up in Movie Maker, so that's the most basic. You can find it on any PC. I think it comes like preloaded on most of them, I think. The Corel one, you can get a free version, but it's just about getting on there and using them. So I use the Corel, but I want the Final Cut Pro, which is quite expensive, but I might get it eventually. How's the fish? Go ahead, Mr. Fishman. He's swimming, right?
he's still kicking. We put some chemicals in the water to treat for the fish. They seem to be doing better.
Check that out in our latest vlog.
Right. Anyway, nonetheless, he seems to be doing a little bit better, but
he's still got the white stripe going.
He hasn't told me he's doing any better, but it's hard to say. Maybe she's probably the only one that can hear the fish.
I know. Fish whisperer. Just call me the fish whisperer. Okay. How many cats do you have? Gabby, Romeo, Willow, and who's Cupcake? Okay, so Gabby is the oldest of the group. She is the one who's given us most of the litters. Romeo is her husband, and he is kind of young. Willow's her daughter by a different male. So actually, it's Gabby, the oldest, Willow, the second oldest, Romeo, and then Cupcake is the little flat-faced one. She's up in my closet, who is
The litter between Romeo and Gabby.
yeah, the litter between Romeo and Gabby. So that's Romeo's daughter, and she's just a little flat-faced person. She doesn't like people a lot, but I'll try to get her in a vlog. What is the most special anniversary and Valentine's gift that Scott has ever given you?
Oh, wow.
So I had to think about this. I think the Jaguar was an anniversary gift, if I think right, wasn't that? So did I say that right, Jaguar?
Jaguar.
Jaguar. I can't say.
Jaguar.
Wire.
Like
Jaguar.
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 Now, if you were in England, you would say Jaguar.
Jaguar. That was an anniversary present. So that was a pretty kick-ass present, I'm telling you. A lot of people liked that car, and I liked it a lot, too, before I wrecked it. And they're super goober. And Valentine's Day, I don't know. He got me a tripod last year. No, he got me a camera one year, but I still wanted candy, and he didn't buy me candy. And some people thought I was selfish because
I got you flowers, I got you strawberries, I got you...
No, you didn't give me strawberries that year. No, you did not, because I was complaining. Yeah.
Because you complained.
Yeah.
That's right. The camera, the tripod, the recording software. I know it was about $1,500, and you were mad at it because I didn't get you
I wanted
a $10
just some
box of candy.
Candy, damn it. A heart, round of just chocolates. He told you I love chocolate, so I wanted some candy, but he made up for it with the strawberries. He did. And I bet every year from now he'll buy me the cheapest box of chocolates he can find.
$4 worth of chocolate.
But what's the most, and for him, I don't know, what's the most romantic Valentine's gift or...
Probably as far as the thing that comes to mind, you got some collar stays or what are called bones, made in metal. With each one of them were engraved with a different little message. So there were 10 of them. So
yeah, that was it. There is a video of that. I can link that in case you guys want to see it, because they're still available and they're really cute. You just have them personalized. They're the little things that go like in this area on the collar, and some of them say Cooper loves you on both of them. I have all of them to match, like each pair matched. You can get them all different. Cooper loves you. We love you. Happy Valentine's Day. Just whatever I decided to put on them. So, okay. Here we go. How long have you lived in South Carolina? How long have you lived in your current house? Favorite thing about Kisha, favorite thing about Scott, official job title at dealership. These are all grouped together, so they were all one question.
Okay, let's do
all
a
by
little
one
slower
person.
because that's too many things.
How long have we lived in South Carolina?
About 2 years.
How long did we live in North Carolina?
4 years.
So we've been in Carolinas for
6 years.
There you go. And he can add for me. Yeah, because I can. How long have we lived in this house?
2 years.
We might live in it another couple of years. I'm not sure. Favorite thing about Kisha?
Can I say organizational books?
That's mean.
She's fine. That's what well, listen. She is a cartoon character. Is what's most fun about her. It's yeah. We have a lot of fun together. That's my favorite thing about you is that we spend time laughing and having fun. So
Favorite thing about Scott? Well, I don't know if it's appropriate for me to say this, but my favorite thing about Scott is that he is very motivated to get the job done, to work hard, provide well for our family, and I can always count on him in that area. I mean, no doubt. I don't have to worry about him getting up and going to work. I don't have to worry about him not working. He is very, very responsible in terms of that. Now, he's not, he said, honey, I'm out of clean socks. And I'm like, I've been doing laundry every day. And then I go to clean up his bedroom, and around the side of his bed, where you don't really see it unless you walk all the way in there, he had a pile of socks, a pile of dirty socks.
No. That's your job.
Yeah, I didn't see him.
That's your job.
And now we know where the socks were. But he is very responsible, and he's right. We have a lot of fun. And we travel really good together usually. Scott, what is your...
I drive the whole way. She sleeps all the way. We've got the system worked out. Yeah.
They're going to get mad. They already think I made you drive all the way to Louisiana.
And back. Yeah.
Did I make you?
And back, yeah. I'd non-stop back.
I mean...
Told me, hurry up, get home. I've got a show I want to watch or something.
Oh, my God. You totally did not say that. That's not true. He's lying to you guys.
What were we hearing back from?
Rain.
What was it?
Rain.
Rain. I thought it was American Idol.
Yeah, that was on too.
Oh, that was the way down there. We had to hurry to get down there because that was coming on that. And then we had to hurry it back because it was.
You know, when you're a stay-at-home wife and mom, those things excite you. Some things on TV, there's not much excitement going on around here most of the time, besides just us being stupid. Here we go. What's your official job title, by the way? We didn't answer that one.
We'll just leave it at sales manager.
Sales manager. There you go. Does Scott ever resent you for not working when the house isn't perfect? I feel like if I was a stay-at-home wife and mom, there would be a lot of extra pressure on me to keep myself and the house up with all my spare time. Scott is very giving. Well, I don't think he resent me if the house is dirty for anything. I mean, he makes most of the messes. Him, the animals, and Jackson. And if I make a mess, they really don't point it out because generally I'm the one cleaning it up. But he has, when I've been like kind of depressed, I've been like, okay, it's time to, get back with it, break out a planner, and get your list going because
I don't resent anything. I want her to be able to do what she wants to do. I work enough, I work hard enough that if she would like to stay home, then I want her to be able to stay home. So that's it.
I do my best to keep the house picked up, but it is a larger house.
Wait, let me stop there. As far as the house being perfect, we're a family. We live in our house, so it's never going to be perfect. So I don't worry about it.
And we have like the
It's always
zoo
clean.
here.
Yeah, it's always clean. I'm not worried about that. But as far as it being perfect, it's a house
messy
with kids.
and-
It's going to be
yeah.
lived in. So
And we have animals, and there's animal hair, and we just do our best to keep it picked up. And I think I should be incorporating Jackson's help a little bit more.
You
Because,
think?
yeah, I think. Because I think at this point, there's
because
certain
he's going to
things
be
that
40
can
living on her couch. You realize that, right?
I do.
Yeah, she babies him a little bit. He's 12 and still can't manage to comb his own hair. So
And you're the one that combs his hair,
because
not me.
he looks like a.
I say I don't comb his hair.
Well, right. Well,
I'm just starting to make him pick out his own clothes, and today he picked out like a shirt that's like a body hugging, tight looking little shirt. And
because he was going in a short sleeve shirt and no jacket, and it's 40 degrees outside.
I'm trying to let him start
told him
picking
no.
out his clothes, but
I told him he
it's
couldn't go to school.
making it harder on him in the morning. Yeah, you get on me for him being such a baby, but if I don't get his clothes out, he looks like a mess, like he just climbed out of bed. And if I get him out, I'm babying him. So what do you want me to do?
I want you to teach him what he should wear. What he should
I
wear.
have.
Sure.
But he's not listening. It's like, where are these nice clothes? These are your school clothes. And he picks sweats with holes in them. And sometimes he misses them in the morning. But he does do his hair in the morning. So I think that's all of the questions. I think we've talked long enough. And maybe we'll do this again. It was fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed getting to know Mr. Jaggers a little bit more.
Huh.
And they seem to love you, Scott. And he is on the camera. He is not scared of the camera, you guys. Everybody has asked how he feels about me vlogging. Will you just answer it for yourself?
I live with the paparazzi. That's how I answer that.
Does it bother you?
There's absolutely no part of my life which is private or
Yes,
my own.
there is.
It's all on the camera.
No, it's not.
No, I don't give a. I don't care.
No, I mean...
Well, listen, at first, yeah, it bothered me because, as I said, I'm a fairly private person and I spend the majority of my time out dealing with the public and people outside of my family having my attention. So when she first started it, yeah, it bothered me, but after years...
I kind of gradually got into it because I started blogging first and we'd take pictures together, and then I started breaking out the video camera a little bit more, and we kind of gradually grew into it. But it's not something that, some people is like, I'd hate to have a camera put in my face as soon as I got off work and walked in the house. Usually he's very happy when he walks in the house with some fresh beer, a big dog bouncing,
Fresh beer? Is
whatever.
that something like stale beer?
I don't know, some new beer or whatever. The dog bouncing, me kissing him. He's usually happy. He might be a little bit tired, but generally it's a good.
It's a good thing to come home. So yeah, usually I am.
It's not usually a bad thing to shoot him when he's walking in, and there are things that are private, regardless of what he says. I have got on here and vented at times, but most of our marriage squabbles are so lighthearted anymore that it's not even something I need to share. Sometimes I share because I want to hear your feedback and I want your advice. You
The
guys have
majority
helped.
of the things that we disagree on at this point are so small that it's quite frankly not worth the time.
Yeah.
As I jokingly say to the boys at work, I'm well trained at this point.
I guess I am too. Yes,
I know the things that will get under her skin, and I think she does me as well. And I do my best to avoid those things. Very much I guess the easy way to phrase it is that I want to be with my wife, and I want her to be happy. So it's important to me that she be happy. So I try to conduct myself accordingly, and not always do I.
We've had some trying times. We've been to
absolutely.
therapy, and
Absolutely.
we've learned to talk better, and we have. You know, I don't like to talk when we get upset. I like to like shut down and
She
not
becomes
talk.
a hermit.
And he likes to talk things out. So it's a balancing act, really. And we are learning and growing as we go. So thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this video. We'll see you again soon. And I'll see you tomorrow with another video. Bye.
See ya.
So if you've enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget you can use the button at the top to subscribe. My social media is listed below. I'd love it if you followed me on Instagram, and you can find my blog button at the bottom. So thanks so much. Thank you for doing this video. Bye.